Yai lai 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 hi lai lai lai. Yai lai ya la lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai lai. Yai lai ya la lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 hi lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 ya la lai lai lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai 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 ya lai lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai. The words are easy. That's the whole song. Yai lai 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 yai lai lai lai. Yai lai ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 yai lai lai lai. Yai lai ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai ya lai 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 lai. Ya lai lai ya lai lai lai. Shabbat Shalom. What a gift it is to be here together on this Shabbat, our day of rest. And we know how wild and stressful the world outside is. This is our time to come together, to find comfort, to find relaxation, and to find something that we can't find in many other places or times. I am Rabbi Michael Weiss, for those who haven't met me yet, and it is such a treat to be here. We are joined by our pulpit guest, Allison Pollender, secretary and member of our board of trustees. She'll have a few announcements for us later on. Robert Jarash is our musical accompanist, who is so good at amplifying the beautiful spirit that we already have here in this room with all of you. We have Jan Kanapik at the back, making sure that all of this new Shabbat technology that I don't know what our ancestors did without, just making sure that it all works. As we go through our service tonight, everything you need for the service is going to be on the screen in front of you. If you are joining us from home, and by the way, let's turn around and welcome everyone at home. Let's wish them a good Shabbat Shalom. Okay, let's give them the zoom out. Camera's over there. Hey, everybody, Shabbat Shalom. For those of you joining us from home, everything you need is going to be down here on the lower thirds, somewhere around here. And if you're here in the room or you have one at home, you'll find our Mishkan Tefillah prayer book on the seat back in front of you. If you're still learning the prayers, if you want to learn them a little more, or if you just want to let your mind wander on some of the other beautiful readings in there, you can feel free to follow along in your book. It's your Shabbat. You get to decide what you make of it. As we go through our service tonight, there are going to be times when we ask the congregation to rise. If that is physically uncomfortable, please feel free to remain seated because we know you'll be rising with us in your heart. And we know that people come into the sanctuary with all kinds of different needs, and to meet many of them, you passed our Shalom station out there in the Schimberg Grand Foyer. We have large print prayer books, and headphones for people with auditory sensitivity. We have bags of quiet fidget toys for anyone of any age for whom that would be helpful in being focused in this moment. And being focused in this moment is one of the things that we're here to do. There are so many things that demand our attention out in the world, but on Shabbat we are asked to embrace the world in a new way, to approach life with the fullness of who we are, not just for what we know or what we do or what we make, but just who we are, our very being. Shabbat is a time for us to honor ourselves and the people around us for their simple humanity. And I think Shabbat is really one of the great gifts that we have given to the world and to each other. And so, with the light that Shabbat brings into our world, we are going to bless our Shabbat lights. If you are at home, this is a great time for you to get your own candles, and in here we'll all bless these ones right here. So let's sing our blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. And now, we are going to, that's the blessing again. So, if you're at home, this is a great time for you to get a little bit of Kiddush yourself, something made from grapes, wine, or juice. For us in here, we'll certainly have some sweetness out in the social hall after services at our own egg. But this will suffice for now. So let's bless our Kiddush wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. We will begin our Shabbat services tonight in earnest, raising our voices together with the words of Lecha Dodi, welcoming in the Sabbath bride. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor b'didur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litchila. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Itoreri Adonai, alayich nigla. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uv'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. Let's read together. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. We rise now in our places or in our hearts for the Baruch Hu, our call to worship. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, 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 yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai. Adonai Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai Hamevorach leolam vaed, Baruch Adonai Hamevorach leolam vaed. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. God, you listen to prayer. Hear our prayers when they are worth listening to. God, you are one. Hear us when we are one people. Hear each of us when we speak as a whole person, a single one. God, you create. Hear us when we try to create a loving relationship or a better ground for a growing soul or hope. God, you know us. Help us to summon our souls to stretch with utmost love toward you. Together, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. And we are seated as we continue the Shema, Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha vehayu hadivarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha vidibarta bam beshivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We read responsively. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms toward perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way in the arid desert sands of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by you into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, our Maker, let our people awake. We'll sing together our song of freedom that our people sang as they crossed the shores of the sea, Mi Chamocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot oseh feleh, norah tehilot oseh feleh. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'elianu ve'amru, Elianu ve'ameru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov u'gelo mi'ad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Al Yisrael. We'll read together. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Sing together B'Shamru, celebrating Shabbat. B'Shameru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We rise in our places or in our hearts for the Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Konei Hakol, ve'Zocher Chasei Avot ve'Imahot, u'mevi geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ברופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. And we are seated. We'll read responsively. O God, you have called us to peace, for you are peace itself. May we have the vision to see that each of us in some measure can help to realize these aims. Where there are ignorance and superstition, let there be enlightenment and knowledge. Where there are prejudice and hatred, let there be acceptance and love. Where there are fear and suspicion, let there be confidence and trust. Where there are tyranny and oppression, let there be freedom and justice. Where there are poverty and disease, let there be prosperity and health. Where there are strife and discord, let there be harmony and peace. On this Shabbat and every Shabbat, may our every word and action bring us a small step closer to a world of kindness, justice, and peace. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim As we ask God for healing of the world, so too do we ask God for healing for the people we love, those who lie on beds of pain, those ailing in mind, body, and spirit. If there's someone you're thinking of at this time in need of healing, I invite you to hold them tightly in your heart at this moment, setting an intention that you will do what you can to help them heal. Send them a message, give them a phone call. Think about them a lot. Let them know that you love them. Because we cannot know the effect that our love and care can have on the people that we love. We'll join together in offering our communal prayer for healing. Misha Be'er. Misha Be'erach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let say, Amen. We take what might be the first quiet moment we've had all week to find the prayer within ourselves. Yon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri vegoali Adonai tzuri vegoali. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri vegoali Adonai tzuri vegoali. All right. Well, now for something a little bit different, because tonight is an Ask the Rabbi night. So we all have burning Jewish questions that are yearning to come out. So this is an opportunity to ask some of them. And if I don't have answers for you, I will email you later on and send you a gift card or something. I'm not sending a gift card, but I'll find an answer. So what's great is we have people here in the room with us. We have people joining our community from home. We want everyone to be able to ask questions. So I have a Google Voice number. This is not my real phone number. If you call this, you will not get me. But it's a great way to send a text message with your name and a question so that we can get an answer. So now that we'll give people at home a little bit of time to, get their questions in order, but we'll start with someone in the room. Let's see some raised hands. Robert, let's say 746. It's like Babe Ruth calling a shot. Okay. So who's got a question? Jewish questions, by the way. You think I'm an expert in anything else? My degree was in Jewish studies and then religious studies, mostly on Judaism. So, all right. Listen, here, I'm going to come up here. Here you go.
Hi. Why don't we do the little bow for the last, in that last prayer that we said, where we bow a couple times at the beginning, but then we don't at the end.
We don't at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
And so so you're talking about avot, I think, right, in the tefillah. So this is actually a question that I've been looking for stuff on for a little bit. I haven't been able to find a reason exactly why we bow in some places and not at others. My first guess is that it's to save people's knees, right? Just with all that bending and bowing, that can't be great for our joints. One of the purposes of the Amidah is that it's supposed to make us feel like we're sort of entering God's royal court. That when we say Adonai Sfatai Tivtach, and you can't see me unless I come up here, but we kind of walk backwards 3 steps and then forwards 3 steps, right? We're kind of walking into the presence of the ruler. And the bowing, right, is to show respect. Why we bow where we bow, I actually don't totally know. And it might be one of those things where we do it because it's a really long established tradition, right? There might be explanations. I just haven't found them yet. I will say, I heard a story once about a synagogue where during the procession with the Torah, whenever people got to a certain corner of the building, they would bow. And eventually someone asked, well, why do they do that? And they said, well, in our old building, there was a beam there that you had to crouch under. So the answer could be something as mundane as that. But I'm going to keep digging for you. I'm curious about the answer, too. All right, we've got Ann back here. I'm going to bring you the mic. Me getting my cardio in today.
Well, my understanding about why we bow sometimes and not others is if at the beginning of the prayer we have the bow, as in the Baruch Hu, or in the Avot, yes, at the beginning and the end. However, in the Gevurot, we only have the Baruch at the end, but not the beginning of that prayer.
It might have to do with sort of the classification of the prayer. This is good. See, any of us can answer these questions, right? The Torah is available for everybody. Let's see. I've got a few on the phone. Okay. We've got a question from Sir David Kushner. Rabbi Weiss, do you read in Hebrew during the service or the translation? Or maybe the transliteration? Look, now it's not a brag. I've been doing this long enough that I almost have trouble with the transliteration. Like the Hebrew, and that comes from like Ulpan, where they just like drill into you, right? Like no transliteration. But what I do and how I pray during the service has very little to do with what anyone else does, right? I am a big believer in transliteration and translation as a perfectly legitimate way of engaging with the service. If that is what you need to have the words come out of your mouth, feel free to use them, right? Because for me, it's more important to like feel the words on our lips, or even to feel the ideas of the prayer in our hearts, right? So however we follow the service and whatever side of the page, it's your Shabbat, it's your prayer. Prayer is very personal, I would hope. Okay, got one more. Why is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, before Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement? This is from Zach. Okay, here's the easy answer. That's what it says in the Torah. Does that work? Okay, no, so that's what it says in the Torah. It says on the first, bigger question, why is the new year on the first day of the 7th month? But there are bigger things to deal with there. It could be that perhaps we need to have that sort of moment of joy and recognition at a new year to sort of feel that it's real before we actually start following our New Year's resolutions, so to speak, right? You get your gym membership on January 2nd or something, and cancel it on January 3rd, but that it's the 10 days between the joy of the new year and the solemnness of the solemnness of Yom Kippur. It gives us time to reflect, and I think we need that time and preparation. This is from my Nana. Do we need a building to pray in? I mean, you can pray outside, right? Anyone can pray outside. Judaism is a very portable religion because what is Judaism centered around? It's right behind me. It's the Torah, right? It's the Torah. The Torah can go anywhere. What's great about building a religion around a book is that you don't even need to have the physical book because you can have the stories and you can take them anywhere. And if you know anything about the history of our people, we've had to keep things portable a lot. So this is a religion that has been, it's been tried and tested, and we figured out a way to keep going even once you get kicked out of the land to which you connect your God. And We might have been the first ones to do that. Back then, where you lived, that was the gods that you worshipped. If someone else took over, you worshiped their gods. We were a little bit stubborn about it. Imagine that, right, Jews? Who could believe it? All right. Anybody in here? If we run out of questions, then we go to Oneg sooner.
What is the importance of facing east when you pray the Lecha Dodi?
Oh. So what's the importance of facing east? So during, I'll wrap in a couple questions here, all right? So for Lecha Dodi, when we welcome the Sabbath bride, there's a tradition that on the last verse of the prayer, you don't turn east, you turn towards the door, right? Because that's where the Sabbath bride enters from. And I know a lot of people have stories about where they get to the last verse of Lecha Dodi and somebody walks in the door, which is great. Like it's kind of like when you open the door for Elijah and there's like an Amazon driver there or something. So that's why we face the door. And wherever your door is, that's where you face it. But during certain prayers during the service, and a lot of sanctuaries are also built specifically this way, you face east, because what's to the east? Jerusalem, right? We face in that direction. I don't know where in the world you decide that you have to face west. I haven't really done the research on that. I don't know what you do if you're like on a space station or something. It's good. Do you face down with your nose to the ground? I don't know. But that's why we face east during most prayers towards Jerusalem. And it brings up all kinds of fun, interesting questions, because that's what Judaism's all about. I think we can do one more, probably. So if there's someone, is there a Moyle in Tampa? We can talk about it later. Should screen. All right. Do we all feel satisfied? Do we feel like we've learned everything that we want to learn? I hope not, because there's always so much more. And okay, we'll do one more. We're doing great on time. I don't want to. Okay. This is the last one, for real. I swear. All right.
Why is tefillin so holy?
Why is
tefillin considered to be so
tefillin.
holy?
Okay. So tefillin are, you don't see them a lot around here, but if you go to traditional Jewish communities, you're going to see people praying with a little black box on their forehead and a little black box around, I think, the left arm. I think that's the one that's closest to the heart, or something like that. Those boxes, called tefillin or phylacteries in English, which is the $5 word there, we are commanded in Ve'ahavta, a prayer that we said tonight, right, that will keep the commandments before, like, you'll inscribe them on your forehead, right? And essentially what that ends up getting translated to is, well, we should have some of this text, the text that we read that tells us to do that, in front of our forehead. So they put it in a little box, and they put it there. Why is it holy is an interesting question. I think that depends on what it means for each person. I had to put them on every day in conservative Jewish middle school, and I did not like it. Just like, maybe I tied them too tight and kept cutting off circulation to my hand, but it didn't mean a lot for me. I wonder if I tried it again, if I would find meaning in it. And, I always encourage people to try all kinds of different customs and see what they do. So what makes it holy? That's kind of for each of us to figure out with anything in Judaism, really. Does that work? Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. It's the same text that goes in the mezuzah. Exactly. Yeah, the Shema and Ve'ahavta. So we physically, right, and you inscribe it on your doorposts too. That's what it tells us. All right, really good questions, everybody. I'm so impressed. And if you have any other questions ever, send me an email. I'm always happy to answer Jewish questions. It's the best part of my day. So, all of that being said, I am going to now call up Allison Hollander to read us a few announcements. Right there.
Thank you, Rabbi Weiss. That was a very effective way of keeping us all engaged. I appreciate that. Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, we'd like to welcome everyone to Congregation Schaarai Zedek. It's wonderful having you all with us. At Schaarai Zedek, we are very proud of the variety of programs we offer. Events for the upcoming week can be found inside your service handout and in this week's e-news, which can also be viewed on our website, www.zedek.org. For those of us live streaming tonight's services, we welcome you and hope you'll visit our website to view upcoming events. Again, whether you're here in our sanctuary or joining us from home, we're so glad you're with us tonight, and we hope to see you again soon. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Allison. And I'll just point out a few things. That obviously, they're in your handout, and you can find them on the website. But tomorrow morning, we have Torah study here in the building or on Zoom. Always fun. It's a good Torah portion. This Monday at 2 o'clock, we're doing something new called Friends in the Foyer. You come here, we sit together, we talk, we enjoy each other's company, we have refreshments. If you want to be around some people on a Monday afternoon, why not be around the people here? I think they're pretty great. So we're really excited about that, and that's going to be every Monday, I think. It'll be really nice. This coming Wednesday night, we have our movie night with a movie that I'm sure none of you have seen called Salach Shabbati. It's one of Zero Mostel's first big roles. And it's this really, it's a cult classic in Israel. So I really encourage you to come read a little more on the website. And I wanted to point out on Thursday, July 13th, I'll be leading a lunch and learn on the character of Elijah. If you've ever, at your Passover Seder opened the door and wondered, who the heck is this guy that we're waiting for? Why doesn't he ever show up? This will be a chance to get all of those questions answered. I think he got stuck in Tampa traffic, maybe. That was low-hanging fruit. Okay. Everything else you'll find on our website, which you should make your homepage because we're always adding all kinds of new cool stuff to the calendar. So, it is at this time that we begin to bring our service to its conclusion with Aleinu. We will rise together as we open the ark. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gdula le'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, vegoraleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. And we are seated. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full, but as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen. Yet we do not despair, for we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. we move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. At this time, our Schaarai Zedek community remembers those for whom we are in the period of Shloshim, the 30 days of mourning. We remember Evan Douglin, Marilyn Eichler, Wayne Port, and Teddy Roush. We also remember those whose yahrzeits are commemorated on this Shabbat, the memorials of whose deaths we commemorate. Leo Mass Abraham, Arthur Altschuler, Edith Appel, Terry Barkin, Herda Muti Bear, Beverly Berlin, Jerry Blitzer, Murray Block, Jean Boaz, Bradley Brown, Herbert Kalman, Margaret Davis, Julius Dubrow, Rosalie Felt, George Farrell, Selig Sunny Flaum, Helen Flom, Selma Katzen-Goodman, Esther Green, Louis Nathan Greenberg, George Green, Roberta Hoffman, Jack Israeloff, B. George Lang, Morris Mackless, Samuel J. Mack, Meyer Magellan, Carfol Malbine, Fanny Marks, Jack Medoff, Stephen Mellinger, Herman Kessler Moore, Sylvia Pavis, Carol Peckett, Joshua M. Perfett, Lucille Rosenberg Poller, Eric Powers, Anna Rakoff, Abranita Rome Ryson, Jean Rich, Elaine Rogan, Adele Rosenkrantz, Bertha Rosenstock, Stephen Michael Rothbard, Maurice M. Savoy, Esther Schertzer, Les Schreiber, Jane Livingston Siegel, Arlene Shamanesh, Irving Richard Shane, Roberta Silver, Mary Stein, Sidney Stesis, Lois J. Tannenbaum, Jeffrey Wershow, Ellie Wiesel, Alex Yesino, Ira Zaba, and Dora Heller-Zoller. And to those names, we add the names of all of our loved ones who lived life to the fullest and inspired us every day with their love and their wisdom. If there's someone, Dora, as well as Dora Zoller and Adrian Zorn, of course. With all of their memories, all of those names, we will join together in the mourner's Kaddish, a prayer that, though it does not mention death, gives thanks to God for sharing all of these very special lives with each of us. So let us rise together as a community to offer these ancient words. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And we say together, Amen. And we are seated because it is time for us to bless our challah, and I'll call up anybody under the age of 18 who's here who wants first dibs on the challah. Friend, do you want first dibs on challah? Yeah, well, it's the smart money, you know. All right. Friend, do you want to hold it? Okay. So let's say our motzi together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, Amen. We say Batei Avon, Shabbat Shalom, and you can go for it. Take whatever piece you want. Go for the biggest one. That works. Look, if you get first dibs, that's the move. All right, and we'll all get to have some of this challah and some delicious dessert at our oneg in the Sisterhood Social Hall, or the Social Hall and the Sisterhood Meeting Room following our service. We will close our services tonight in joyous song with Ein Kelohenu, and as is the custom in our community, if you are comfortable, we rise together so that our voices can rise even higher. So let's sing. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Michelohenu, Michadonenu, Michemalkeinu, Mikemoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emalkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. As we go out into the world on this Shabbat, may we embrace it with fullness, with wholeness, embracing its beauty and acknowledging the wonderful community around us, taking time to rest and refresh. Shabbat Shalom.
Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu lechaim.
Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom,
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו
אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו
אלוהינו לשלום והשכיבנו
אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו
אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והשכיבנו
אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו
There is a past in every portrait, and there is a truth in every tale, and all the days that came before us are as the wind upon our sails.
There is a forest in every father as he stands amidst the wild. There is a mountain in every mother, her sturdy force of heart and mind. The door of Adonai, God lecha, the light in us shines on and on.
The door of Adonai, God lecha.
Time may pass, but it's never gone. There is no story without a sadness, and not a life without love. When we look back to the days that have passed us, we hold on to the lights above. There is a dream
There is a dream
in every daughter.
in every daughter.
There is a song
There is a song
in every song. As all our
As
tears
all our tears
are made of water.
made of water.
There is a home from which we come. The door of Adonai, God lecha. The light in us shines on and on.
The door of Adonai,
God lecha.
for time may pass, but it's never gone.
light in us shines on and on. The door of our King, God the time may pass, but it's never gone. There is a mountain
shines on
there is a forest,
shines on
there is a
light in us shines on
there is a story,
shines on
there is a song,
shines on in dawn.
Hod v'hadar, Hod v'hadar,
ותפארת במקדשו. Shalom Tova Uvracha Chen v'chesed v'rachamim Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael Amecha Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha Chen v'chesed v'rachamim Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael Amecha. So bring it down now. All around now. Oh, bring it down on us. So bring it down now. We're all around now. Oh, go on, spread some love. Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha Chen v'chesed v'rachamim Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael Amecha. So bring it down now. We're all around now. Oh, bring it down on us. So bring it down now. All around now. Oh, go on, spread some love. Go on, spread some love. I say, go on, spread some love. Sim Shalom Bring it down, yeah. We need you now.
dum diddy penne Shabbat nekabela. Hum diddy dum diddy lecha dodi. Hum diddy dum diddy likrat kala. Hum diddy dum diddy penne Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Penne Shabbat. Penne Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el ha'meyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemu letiferet ve'litila. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelchakim mekor haberacha. Merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha. Kumitzeim mitoch ha'afecha. Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha. Vehu yachamol alayich chemla. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitnareri me'afar kumi libshi bigdei tifartech ami. Al yad ben Yishai beit halach mikorba el nafshi ge'ala. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri ki ba'orech umiori. Uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nifla. Lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Pene Shabbat. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Diddy dum diddy dum da 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 dum diddy dum da da da. Hum diddy dum diddy dum diddy da da dum diddy dum diddy dum diddy da da. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Sfatai tiftach. Anananananana Ufi yagid tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Sfatai tiftach. Anananananana Ufi yagid
ופי יגיד תהילתך. na 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 Adonai. Na 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 svatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi yagid tehilatecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Hamcha ve'al kol yoshvei Tevel. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Hamcha tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha ve'al kol yoshvei Tevel. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim le'olam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. אתה ומלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך ועל כל יושבי תבל. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך בית ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך ועל כל יושבי תבל. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת קבלה. נפשי ולא תקמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר על תילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו חומר ולעיר. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתם על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת לקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואו